The man has fallen for the young widow next door. Every night he lies in bed holding her. Yet she has no idea any of this is happening, because each time he hides himself under her bed. Only after she falls asleep does he quietly crawl out. Then he takes out a sedative and pours it on a handkerchief. With practiced movements he makes sure she slips into a deep sleep. After that he opens the curtains and sits by the bed staring obsessively at her sleeping face. Then he starts acting as if he were the man of the house. He goes to the bathroom and brushes his teeth with her toothbrush. When he is done he places it carefully back where it was. Next he steps into the shower and enjoys a long hot bath. Afterwards he dries himself off with her towel. Then he restores the bathroom to its original state so he leaves no trace. Only after checking that nothing is out of place does he walk out. He returns to the bed, takes off his watch and sets the alarm. Then he slips under the covers like a boyfriend. Curling up beside her he falls asleep with his arms around her. At dawn he silently leaves her room, as if he had never been there at all. Not long after he goes she slowly wakes from her sleep. Her head is pounding and she feels dizzy. There is a deep soreness in her body that makes her intensely uncomfortable. But she does not think much of it. She simply blames it on being overworked. So she washes up and brushes her teeth as usual. Then she takes a carton of milk from the fridge to make breakfast, only to find there is much less milk than before. Still she does not pay it much mind. Until on her way out to work she notices clear marks around the lock. She quickly wipes them away and immediately changes the password. That night just as she is about to turn off the light the lock suddenly starts rattling. She is so terrified she does not dare make a sound. Then all at once it falls silent outside. Heart pounding she slowly walks to the door. She peers out through the peephole. But there is not a single person in sight. After hesitating she carefully opens the door just a crack. She spots a cigarette butt on the ground and immediately calls the police. Officers arrive at her building soon after. She tells them everything that just happened. But they insist she is just being paranoid and refuse to open a case. Angry and frightened she feels completely helpless. For safety she orders a security camera online. With it she can check what happens at home in real time. Once the camera is installed her unease finally eases a little. Only then does she realize how hungry she is. So she goes downstairs to the convenience store to buy some food. But when she returns home a strange uneasiness suddenly hits her. She immediately pulls out her phone to check the live feed. To her horror the footage shows a man entering her apartment while she was away. He then slips under her bed like he has done it many times before. In that instant her whole body is filled with terror. Her legs will not stop shaking. The next second a hand suddenly grabs her ankle and she bolts. Fumbling with the lock she desperately tries to open the door and escape. But by then it is already too late.